Hello, Wilmington City School team. This is your Superintendent, Mindy McCarty-Stewart, here to welcome you to the 2020-2021 school year. This will be a historical year as we have overhauled every traditional thing we know about preparing to open up school. Please know that you are hearing this opening through a pre-recorded video message. However, you are all very much present and always are in my mind and heart in every decision that is made for the Wilmington City School District. In each building you are working at today, as a simple token of the district's appreciation, and since we are unable to join together in one space for breakfast, we have provided you with a grab-and-go snack bag. This again is a small way to say thank you. Throughout the week, you will be working together at least 6 feet apart or collaborating virtually to learn, grow, and prepare for this school year. The week will provide you with information and the opportunity to practice new skills and protocols and to reflect and apply your new training in how we will operate school. During this week, each of you will have the morning time devoted to connect, build community, and help prepare socially and emotionally for the important job ahead of us. We trust that all of you will continue to provide the positive encouragement and support for each other and for our students. Throughout the summer, we categorized all of the main areas of operating and teaching that we would need to be modified in order for us to reopen our schools as safely as possible. It took the creative problem-solving skills of multiple people to be able to open our schools. We know our work is just beginning and will be constantly evaluating and adjusting as needed. I would like to take a moment to recognize the individuals that served on our Return to School Task Force teams. The following members served on the Operations and Logistics Task Force team: Ryan Schlater, Dustin James, Valerie Johnson, Dan Elmeyer, Beth Young, Jamie Bryant, Scott Killen, Susan McGowan, Yvette Likens, Sharon Carter, Jen Martin, Kurt Bone, Jim Schutte, Troy Deals, Jody Havert, George Maringer, and Mindy McCarty-Stewart. The following members served on our Curriculum and Instruction Task Force team: Kayla Rivas, Katie Lick, Aaron Sutton, Sandra Gilbert, Don Sutton, Sheena Henry, Nikki Quallen, Bert Martini, Jen Hohenbrink, Hillary Buttrell, Dylan Oney, Sam Woodruff, Steve Reed, Justin Goodman, Marilee Tanner, Alexa Lacey, Natalie Harmeling, and Courtney Karshner-Rethmel. Thank you again to all of our Return to Task Force team members. In addition to creating the new procedures with the new technology and instruction, our district had to continue to maintain and improving our facilities. Several of these projects were made possible through specific grants. Here are a few examples of the work accomplished this summer by our hardworking staff. We continued with our summer food distribution meals throughout the entire summer. Additional wireless access points were installed. We were able to secure PPE for staff and students. We created the Restart and Reopen Plan. The summer maintenance and cleaning projects continued. We installed touchless sinks at homes, touchless hand sanitizer stations in every classroom, and we did some repaving on parking lots. And we were also able to replace the fuel tank needed in our bus transportation department. We added security cameras and our new Wilmington Middle School flooring. The Wilmington City Schools Foundation is still active in how they continue to be a major support for our staff and students. You will all be receiving the newest in the Hurricane Spirit Wear, your Cane Pride masks. Thank you to our Wilmington City Schools Foundation, Chastity Flanagan, and the Foundation Board, and I know they send their best wishes and deep appreciation for all of you. I would like to now introduce our newest members of the Wilmington City School Certified Teaching Staff. Gabby Cooper, Wilmington High School, VOAG. Kyle Davis, Wilmington Middle School Intervention Specialist. Heather Thorne, Easton Preschool. Katrina Vickers, Wilmington Middle School MH. Bailey Warfitig, Wilmington High School Intervention Specialist. Morgan Combs, Wilmington Middle School Counselor. Emma Starcher, Wilmington Middle School ELA. Connor Ryak, Wilmington Middle School Math. Seth Myers, Wilmington Middle School ELA. Emily Brooks, Special Assignment. Alexa Lacey, Denver Assistant Principal. Emily Whistle, Holmes Kindergarten. And Don Trusty, Wilmington Middle School staff. And we'd also like to introduce our newest hires, Karen Hayslip as a long-term substitute, Wilmington Middle School PE, Kathleen Keaton in Transportation, and Mary Wilson in Transportation. Welcome to the Wilmington City School staff. I would like to also introduce the following administrators who aren't necessarily new to the district and a few new faces and to their new positions. Samantha Woodruff as a Wilmington High School principal, Dustin James as a Wilmington High School assistant principal, Jen Martin, Wilmington Middle School co-principal, and Alexa Lacey, Denver assistant principal. I'd also like to thank our entire administrative team for the countless hours, dedication, and compassion they have poured into the restart and reopen planning. The Wilmington City School suffered a major loss last week when Steve Murphy passed away from heart complications. We were fortunate to have Steve serve the Wilmington City Schools as a board member for over 18 years. Steve was a tried and true Hurricane fan. He truly loved the people of Wilmington, and he served in his role as a strong advocate for all students. He respected and appreciated every person that worked for, volunteered for, and cheered for the students of Wilmington. Our hearts go out to his family. Thank you to Steve's leadership and friendship. Wilmington is a better place because he served his community with pride and made decisions with the best interest of all students in mind. He was highly respected for his wisdom and his sound advice, and for how deeply he cared for this community. Steve was also highly respected by his fellow board members, Marty Bogard, Michael Flanagan, Kevin Snar, and Larry Roberts. Your Board of Education sends their condolences to the Wilmington City School family, and they want you to know they are here for you during this difficult time. Please take a moment of silence in honor and memory of Steve Murphy. And at this time, on behalf of the Board of Education and your administrative team, I want to officially welcome you to the 2020-2021 school year. I know that together we will persevere and accomplish many great things. We are Hurricane Strong, and that means that we will rise to the occasion. Have a great week in preparing to welcome our students in person and virtually. Go Cane!